Hello, everybody. Exorcist Believer. We got me, Adam. We got Shay. We got Adam Prime, other Adam.
Yo.
Hello.
Hello.
What's the time code? Oh, yeah, I got to put that on the screen. You're absolutely right. Yeah, we're watching an Exorcist movie that came out in theaters a couple weeks ago and then moved straight to digital pretty shortly after. David Gordon Green, shit director. I'll say more about it when the movie starts because I'm sure there will be points where we can interject that kind of information. But otherwise, we got to start it pretty soon because Shay has to leave somewhere after. Here we go. We got subtitles. For anybody syncing the film or whatever, just an FYI, it starts with, I guess, just the Universal logo is the first thing on my end. There's nothing before that, so I guess that's everything. Here we go. There'll be a 3, 2, 1 tongue click. Here we go. Ready, spaghetti. 3, 2, 1. And then you two who are in the room with me, let me know if you need the volume up or down.
Will do.
Remember, there's subtitles, so you don't have to. If it's a little bit lower, just to hear our own voices, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, David Gordon Green. Apparently, Universal paid like $400 million for the rights to this fucking franchise, and then thought they could just do the same thing that David Gordon Green did with Halloween, and nobody likes this one, and it didn't make any money. So they were thinking he would do like a trilogy, and now he's not on the other two, is my understanding. So let's figure this shit out.
Do you know how much this has made so far?
Hmm?
Do you know how much this has made so far?
At least $1.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I haven't seen the original Exorcist movies in a while. Adam Prime. Oh God, it's Universal and Blumhouse. We're watching 2 Blumhouse movies today.
Woo!
Adam Prime has seen the other Exorcist movies recently, so he can let us know if there's any member berries.
Is this literally a callback right away?
I would expect as much. That's why.
For sure.
Yeah, I remember liking things about Exorcist 3, but I haven't seen any of them since I was like 15 or something, so
2 is a trip. I feel like people should watch 2, even though like it's pretty like universally panned. But
yeah, it doesn't seem great, and I would have rewatched like all of them, but I just don't have any time right now.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fucking crunching as is. This might be a film where I have to constantly adjust the audio because it might be a quiet and then loud scenes sort of. I can't hear the word believer without thinking of Justin Bieber because it was like belieber or something at one point.
Yeah, I feel that actually.
That was like what they called his fans, like believers.
Believer is also just like a really bad subtitle.
It is. It's a terrible subtitle.
At least it's not Origins or like Revelations.
Revelations is a classic.
Yeah.
Or Let's Get It Started.
The Exorcist, Let's Get It Started.
I mean, we could call it that depending on how the movie goes. That's what I did to the newest Matrix. The Matrix, Let's Get It Started is what I call it.
I still haven't seen that. Actually, or the Matrix.
You shouldn't see it.
No? Okay.
It's somehow the worst Matrix movie.
Oof.
That was a really good kick.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
By accident or
N- Duh.
Jesus is scary.
I'll definitely rewatch the first movie at some point. I feel like I would appreciate like the filmmaking more.
Oh yeah.
When I watched it when I was younger, I was like, this isn't scary.
I actually watch it at least once a year, the original. But I hadn't seen all the other ones in like I don't know.
How many are there?
There's 5.
And then this one, or including?
This would be the 6 because there's 1,
Oh,
2,
wow.
3. Then there's a prequel called The Beginning.
Oh yeah.
But then they also had one called Dominion, which was like a shot movie that they were like, fuck this. And then they brought out The Beginning and they were like, oh, that was actually really bad. Let's actually release Dominion. So
Wow.
there's 5. And then now you have this one.
Oh, we're allowed to release this?
And it still, both of them starred Skarsgård, Stellan Skarsgård. It was like the same movie, similar stories, but they just released both anyway. So it's been a really successful franchise.
I mean, it's got, when you have the first one being such a classic, it doesn't matter what, you could make 20 bad movies in a row and people will still be arguing over the rights to the IP and still try to buy shit, you know?
That's fair. I'm actually really surprised they haven't like tried to, like in 2006 they remade The Omen.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, but
that was the perfect release date. They released it on June 6, 2006.
Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't like make more of those or like try to like just go on with the IP.
You know, it's funny. We had a October Friday the 13th this year. And even though some horror movies, I think maybe this one, were thinking of releasing on that day, they originally planned it, they chickened out because of Taylor Swift's concert
that's
movie.
right.
Taylor Swift ruined horror movies forever.
If other Adam sounds a little quiet, it might be because they're not talking into the microphone directly.
That could very well be the case. I will try
And now
harder.
it sounds like they're fine, correct?
I
Because
apologize.
I was doing the audio levels earlier. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
All right. My bad.
That's okay. Taylor Swift's a billionaire now
Like because of the movie?
because of her whole tour and movie thing. Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the stuff, but I've like heard like it's like got quite the cult thing going on.
It's you could call it a cult. I would call it a religion at this point. I think
Oh.
it's got enough people following.
Fair enough.
13 is a scary number. That's how many years later it is. I completely forgot that those things existed until
What
I
are
saw
they,
the trailer.
what are
for
they
this.
called?
Fortune tellers?
Oh yeah.
Is that what they're called?
That's what I've always known them as is fortune tellers. The little paper like
Little origamis.
yeah. It's grade 2 all over again.
It's the coolest way of second coolest way of folding paper. Paper airplanes are better than that, I think.
Debatable.
I'm willing to bet that she's gonna eat meat later, but it'll be like a human.
Oh. Maybe she's she becomes possessed because she stops eating meat,
Yeah.
and then the cure is to eat meat. They just give her a big old sandwich.
She'll get possessed because she'll eat nothing but meat for 5 years, and then an apple cider will trigger the fact that she's been only eating meat for 5 years, and then she'll stay awake for a month.
Quick, give her a pork banh mi.
This avocado smoothie is good, though.
Avocado smoothie?
Yeah, you want a sip?
Sure.
Here.
That is really good, actually.
Mhm.
I don't like avocado, and that's good.
Yeah, it's not just avocado. It's kind of sugary.
Yeah. It's just blended avocado.
They got shit wallpaper, but lots of space.
Scary movies have to happen in big houses that need more places to hide.
Also, just movies in general. Like, there's no relatable main characters that live in normal sized houses.
Yeah.
Everybody's in a fucking mansion.
Was that Drew Carey?
It might as well be, yeah. It's Wayne Knight. Yeah, I'm gonna have to constantly adjust the volume in this fucking movie. She's in a lot of horror movies. A lot of recent ones. Was she the one in the Grudge remake who was saying, like, Mrs. Masterson?
I don't remember.
She was in Hereditary?
Was she in the Invisible Man?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, Mass was good. Yeah, she was in Mass. I wonder which character Deshauna is. Ah! That was the scariest part so far. She got weird teeth.
She got weird teeth.
She showed so much gum. What year is this? I mean, it could be the 90s. I don't know. Ah!
They're not watching Bill Nye the Science Guy, so I'm not sure if it's the 90s.
Is he gonna punch the demon?
You better.
Why would they be a boxer if they're not gonna punch a demon later? Speaking in tongues. They said it. The foreshadowing.
Shay, what's your favorite demon possession movie?
There's one called Possession that's really good. Have you seen that, Shay?
No.
Oh, it's a class. You would love it.
Yeah.
On this shelf, yeah.
Is that the one with Jeffrey Dean Morgan?
It's got Sam Neill and I forget her name, but it's really, really good.
I'm thinking of a
And
different
the
one.
Blu-ray's fucking hard to find for some reason.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of The Possession.
There's a 4K Possession coming out. Well,
It
fuck.
does look good.
Well, fuck.
We're kids. We're having fun.
Not a cell phone in sight.
Yep.
Just people living in the moment. There's an over representation of people who scare their friends in horror movies.
Agreed.
They're overrepresented. Everybody likes to say boo. The editing is very impatient here.
They haven't jumped into they kind of let the audience know about the jump scare in this one though.
This editing is atrocious. What the fuck? Was that supposed to be a jump scare? David. David Gordon Green. That was incredible.
Hey, I think this is pretty good so far. Ooh.
It was meant to evoke feelings of anxiety and stress, and I think it succeeded in doing that with you.
Yeah, you're feeling stressed?
Well, it doesn't matter what they do because one of them's got a protection spell from the beginning. So they're fine.
Now that's the scariest thing to happen so far. A brownout.
Ooh. What the heck? What year is it?
I'm having a really hard time.
Is
Figuring
it
that
modern day?
I mean the Haiti earthquake was 2011, and
Is
we're
this
talking
13 years after that?
After that,
Okay.
I could be wrong.
That's
on
modern
my
day.
dates,
Wow,
but
I
I
thought-
think
why
this
did
is
we-
modern day?
They fucking... Do they still have those big-ass tube TVs on the cart
I guess.
and VHS tapes in schools and no kids on cell phones anywhere at any point in time?
I mean, it would have to be modern day too, because if Ellen Bernstein is reprising her role, then that much time has had to pass as well.
I believe it's bursting
Oh, I'm sorry.
because she's bursting out the scenes with that fat ass.
I'm a fraud.
I haven't seen any cell phones yet, though.
Ellen bursting out of her dress.
Bursting.
Okay, I see a cell phone.
Was it a flip phone?
The
It's
the
smart-
children
no,
don't have cell phones, is what I was saying.
It's a regular smartphone with an overly bright screen that has a white screen when he calls. Who doesn't have their cell phone in dark mode?
What if it just turns into like Megan is missing too? Yeah, everybody gets a cell phone all of a sudden.
Disrespectful to women. Okay, no. When people say someone has a fat ass, that means a good thing in this year. It's not a bad thing anymore.
I said dinner, and it's past dinner.
The kids were just,
What were some of those
doing
shots?
some summoning spirits stuff in the woods. When Evil Lurks, watch along when? Well, I guess, did it just come out today on Shudder? I don't know, maybe early November.
That was a good jump.
This movie's action packed.
Is we're gonna get jump scared?
It's just priming us for the Five Nights at Freddy's jump scare. The movie.
The Exorcist believer walked so that Five Nights at Freddy's could run down my pants. Is that a meth pipe? This girl's into some crazy shit.
Oh, now he's wet.
I'd probably be freaking out a bit more if I fell into a snake.
How about you, Shay? You like snakes?
I wouldn't say I like snakes.
I don't have a phobia. I'm just like, I don't want to get bitten by something that I don't know if it's venomous or not. Or just bitten by something in general. I would like that to be.
I would probably be concerned where it was at the end of that scene where he just seemed completely focused on the shoe.
I don't think he was told by David that there's a snake in the scene.
We're so good at looking for shoes.
Yeah, I like how they tried taking credit for
Stop
it. It's like,
trying
no,
to
he literally
steal
found
our
the shoe
credit.
in the water next to the snake. What are you talking about? You found the shoe.
Yo, why does this movie have to get political? I don't want them to acknowledge homeless people. Or have black characters. Hmm? Whoa! This scene is so funny. It's so phony.
Yeah, it's a very forced.
Wow.
Like-
It's my daughter! Garbage can kick.
Just in the background, my name is Mark Garbage.
Doggy.
Yeah, you gotta eat the girls when you find them. What? Jib jib bird. These are words. I've heard like 10 of these words as different movie titles before. Like, wow, they're all just from this poem. Did Snickers get their name from this poem? Snicker snack. I like her. And Angela's father, who is currently blaming the homeless. Oh, we're getting more homeless, actually. Homeless person's going to save the day. What city is this?
What year is it? Where are we?
It's Gotham in 1990. They already have cell phones.
Percy, Georgia. Grace, Georgia.
That was suggestive.
That's funny. Table flip. That's good. Damn, what a good smoothie. So glad I got it. Happy, happy, happy. I'm so happy I only drink a little bit.
This is just like a bunch of like stuff not happening.
So far, yeah. I don't know why movies that don't need to be long decide to be long. But no one has an understanding for pacing anymore because everybody's just making content for streaming services. So there's like no such thing as deleted scenes anymore. They're like, well, you can just keep all of it and then people will take longer to finish it. That was really dumb. Imagine thinking David Gordon Green could do an Exorcist movie.
Is this his house? He's just like, he just got home and these people are in his house?
Yeah, it got broken into with the locks broken, and this guy's just like his neighbor is just like, it's hey, you know what? This is okay. It's fine.
She's leaning really hard into the spiritual shit now.
By breaking into your house.
Yes. Jason Blum has a huge imagination. I don't know if I would say that.
Is the thing with the fortune teller supposed to be like the Ouija board equivalent? Like
we're doing Ouija board.
Yeah, because
but Ouija board's overdone, so we're doing this.
When you only have 4 choices and you make one of them choose again.
Wasted space. I bet
yeah,
two
for
of them
what
are choose
reason?
again.
2 of them are choosing.
I know what you meant, Daniel, but it's obvious that they just saw that the Halloween trilogy was successful and thought they could do the same thing with this. They're like, oh, another 80s horror property. I guess technically 70s. Oh, wait, yeah, were both of them 70s? Was the first Halloween 70s? The end of the 70s?
I don't know.
Could have
I think it
been.
might have been early 80s.
I feel like it's an 80s flick.
I think it was
1978. Okay, yeah,
Oh.
they're both 70s movies. They're both horror movies, and they thought they could just get David Gordon Green to
Well, they didn't think they successfully got David Gordon Green.
They thought
to
that he could
remake
replicate the success financially, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
That was a thought.
Statistically, it made sense. David.
Well,
Gordon
if you don't know what
80s,
art
70s
is,
movie remake.
and you're just a person with money making money off of artists, but you yourself are not an artist, then I could see how someone could make that mistake. But that is the sad reality, essentially.
Now, who's this guy?
You're still hurrying to deal with the horse thing, but now you're really slowly opening a door.
The horse is fine. That's a great reaction. Go get him.
He kind of looked like the
go get
youngest
him.
kid from Malcolm in the Middle.
Maybe. That was really funny.
Eric Purse Sullivan. You didn't get possessed, did you? That'd be my first question.
I was playing a hot dog game with a homeless person. Bitch, you lying. It's been 27 years. Has anybody ever done that? I guess kind of.
What?
Well, imagine they go missing and then, like, the dad's fucking 65 years old and then they find them again, but they're still kids. That'd be an interesting kind of psychological thing to explore. That's not a bad concept. You could do that, like, on an indie budget.
Time Cave.
Time crimes. There's a movie called Flight of the Navigator that does exactly that. Ooh, suspicious. There's a movie called Interstellar that does exactly that. Maybe you've heard of it.
Interstellar was my worst IMAX experience.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because of the movie or because of the experience?
All of it. The sound mastering was so fucked.
True.
Yeah.
Like I'm glad I get to hear this music and not what they're saying to each other in this pivotal scene.
Exactly. The louds are so loud and the quiets are too quiet.
That's actually what I remember the most about Interstellar is not being able to understand Michael Caine during a really important moment.
On the
'cause
bed?
The music was too, on the bed.
I
It was
know.
literally, like everybody
Yeah.
has that scene in there, like everybody knows. And then the main girl saying, "It was true love." In this science space movie. It's true love, actually.
This movie is really good because we're talking about Interstellar over it.
I told you, like, there would probably be a good amount of this film's runtime where we could talk about things, you know?
For sure.
So far, 33 minutes and more or less nothing has happened.
Yes. They went missing.
They went missing.
This could have happened in the first 5-10 minutes.
There was a dog, guys.
There was a dog, but we didn't get a lot of dog.
He sniffed though. He did the snoof.
He did a sniff.
He did a sniff. He was a good boy.
Was it the right kind of dog? Would you go German Shepherd for scent finding?
Look
or
at this.
A bloodhound.
Yeah, I'd probably go bloodhound.
died of happy. She's gonna die. She's showing up too many times in this movie to not die at some point.
Does she even have a name yet?
Angela.
Angela Anaconda. Really? You're just gonna vandalize the hospital like that?
Why is it cracked?
Because she's so strong. Because she got possessed.
Yeah, she got demon strength. Not strong enough to break the glass, but strong enough to crack it.
If these girls don't start screaming profanities at the other characters,
and there better be
Waste
at
of the
least
movie.
one crucifix scene.
something about fucking your mother and burning in hell.
Let Jesus fuck you.
True.
True.
The Bible?
Oh, he lacks faith, so that's why she was targeted.
I like how many supernatural demon possession horror movies are operating under the assumption that Christianity is the true religion. Because that'd be really interesting if you threw Jewish characters into the story. They're like, Jesus is real and you're going to hell. Like if the family was Jewish, that would make it more interesting.
Insidious.
I know. I know. And people consider the Insidious one like one of the best scares of all time. I just don't see it. It's just fucking, whoa, Darth Maul's in the background and then he's not.
If that shot wasn't in the trailer, I think it would have been way more fun.
I don't even remember it being in the trailer. What, the Insidious one or that one?
The Insidious one.
Yeah. Yeah, that was in the trailer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
They blew their load.
Yeah,
Yeah, but-
people like constantly upvote it to the top on Reddit. Of like threads will be like, what's a time when jump scares actually used properly? People will be like, film schools should teach this one. It's literally just Darth Maul's in the background and then he's not. That's literally just the thing we just saw. Like, what's complicated about that? What's important about that? What matters? How is that?
It's just so good. It's so good they had to put it in the trailer.
Yeah, and like a fake non-diegetic sound to startle you. Like that's a bad jump scare. That's a bad one.
This movie is doing the jump scare thing, but they're not throwing in the sound. They're doing like these setups and then these executions.
They're trying to be more artful.
I don't know.
They're doing quiet sounds. They're doing a
Yeah. Demon face.
But if you want to
demon face,
scare people,
demon
you
face.
just have to put loud noises after not loud noises. They should teach that in film school.
You know how in the original Exorcist they have that thing where like you see the face like randomly around the house, like it's just like it's almost like it's like what's it called, superimposed or whatever.
Mhm.
So in the Stellan Skarsgård movies, when things are happening, they try to do that too, but it looks so fucking bad. Like you know what they're going for, but it's just like really poorly done. It almost looks like they just took an eraser to the film.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's bad. So I'm wondering if they're going to try to pull that shit off here.
I knew they were gonna do a lights out ripoff. I knew it. Oh, I should have said it out loud.
How
That's
did
so
you get
funny.
here?
They're just what's the point? You're making a remake of a movie that came out before these other things you're ripping off. Why rip off things that came out since the original.
Because then it doesn't count as a ripoff because you're making a remake of a movie that's older than the movies that you're ripping off. So
Is he not going to comment on that?
It's just like
Is he? He doesn't care about the snake. He doesn't care about like his teleporting daughter. He's really. He doesn't seem to be all there. He might be.
He does care. He's checking the electricity.
Ow. This might be. There might be like an undertone. There might be a film that we don't see that's happening at the same time. And it's a commentary on the opioid crisis. And he's just on a lot of oxy throughout the entire movie.
he doesn't even have a daughter.
Yeah. It just feels like it.
His hand's all wrapped up, and that's the hand he uses to knock on the door. Like, ow. Oh, she's dead.
I'm going to eat meat now. I mean, she's going to eat like a whole chicken alive. And they're going to be like, why'd you do that?
She wakes up. She's like, do you believe
She's
yet?
going to eat a rat. She's going to eat an animal in a cruel way. Eat his ear. She's going to eat something meat related, for sure.
Better be human.
I think I know why this movie didn't do well. Because there's black people in it. It went woke.
Politics in my horror film?
She needs to pee her pants like the first one. Was that in the first one?
Well, yeah.
The pants,
She's
pissing.
she wears like a gown and
The
like her
pissing.
pajamas, yeah. Just pisses on the floor, essentially. As one does. Oh, did she teleport again?
Stop teleporting.
God damn it. Oh, I hope she's in there. That's like my bathtub. A toenail?
Or a fingernail. Maybe a fingernail.
I know a thing or two about feet. Actually, that's a toenail.
Why does he look so short in that shot? That was a weird shot.
This movie's full of weird shots.
Hey! That was good. I didn't hit you. I'm having a seizure. Fucking faker. I want to eat my mom. Stop it. Why aren't you sedated at this moment? Like, did the ambulance not have anything? Usually they do that when they pick you up.
Yeah, it's true. He didn't react to that either. He got slammed into the bed by his daughter, and he's scared.
He's chill. He doesn't have no
chill.
worries.
Doctor, I don't get it. She's really strong and she teleports. Is that normal?
Also, she's not really like her arms aren't attached down. Like she could easily just lift her arms out of the restraints.
Yeah, if she wanted to. She's not restrained properly at all.
And then there's seatbelts so that she can just undo them if she wanted.
She's faking for attention. Mrs. Masterson. They didn't have insurance, so they didn't take the ambulance. Well, they shouldn't be in the hospital. Also, I don't think most insurance in the state covers the ambulance ride anyway. I think the ambulance is costing you either way.
Oh, you were right. It was a fingernail.
Well, I think there was both. It could have been either. But I'll take the credit. I mean, I will.
Let's just say we both win.
What were you right about? Just that it was a fingernail?
A fingernail or a
Fingernail
toenail?
or a toenail.
But
Oh, that was the bet. So if praying to Jesus doesn't work, then they got to try a different religion, right? Clearly, there's supernatural, demonic shit happening. And if Jesus isn't helping you out, it seems like you bet on the wrong pony. What if Jesus is the bad guy? You're right.
I forget why I've seen this scene. Like, I don't know if it was like a release.
Might have been a clip.
Yeah, maybe.
Also, the trailer was edited really weird. It felt like there were entire scenes in it somehow. He looks kind of like Ed Helms.
Yeah, I see it.
Yay! She's going to do something really embarrassing in church. The 70s was the perfect time to release The Exorcist because, like, that was like just before the Satanic Panic. This was at a point, like the original came out at a point in time where people believed that what happened in the movie could happen, right?
Yeah, 73, I think was the original.
Yeah, like people literally believed that it could happen. So it was terrifying. It's like, oh, they're Christian and they got possessed anyway. That means it can happen to anybody.
Isn't it still like 30% of people believe they've seen a ghost?
I mean, everybody in Georgia believes they've seen a ghost. Every single person. Every single person believes in ghosts in Georgia. There's places that do like haunting tours and shit. There's like famously haunted places in Georgia.
I think demons are neat.
Mm-hmm.
Neato burrito.
Yeah, I subscribe to that I don't know, theory or whatever, that like imaginary friends are demons that only kids can see because they're still innocent or whatever.
What if my imaginary friend was a furry?
Well, chances are he was. It is.
Beelzebub has hooves. That's why I am one of the 4 horsemen.
Yo, nice hooves. Whoa, she really just said fuck communion.
Oh my god.
You don't mess with communion.
She made a mess back there. This is going to take 20 minutes to clean up.
Father.
Oh, you might get your piss, Adam.
Yeah, this might be the piss.
This might be it.
This might be the piss scene. Piss, 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 piss. How does she get everybody to look back? Is it because he stopped talking?
Yeah.
She didn't really show up loudly or anything.
No, but she drew attention to herself slowly by her appearance.
Also, she's covered in grape juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch found all the communion wine. This is funny. This is the wrong church to be doing this shit. You need to find one of those like crazy evangelical ones where everybody's speaking in tongues anyway.
I like how nobody's reacting.
Yeah. Like there's tons of churches in the US that do the whole fake like possession thing anyway.
That scene reminded me of
Just-
Amazing Spider-Man 2 when he's fighting Electro in New York and like everyone's just like standing around like watching it happen. Like they're directed just to like stand still and watch. Maybe run? I don't know. React in some way.
Homeless people did it. It'd be funny if she was like, yes. This is Snail's Pace Film.
She nailed it.
She sounds crazy, but she knows what she's talking about.
I don't know.
We didn't exactly talk.
Coincidence?
Duh. Pagan.
Is the suggestion that Jesus came back possessed by the devil?
Yes. And that's how he tricked everybody into thinking Christianity was cool.
This is the hip thing to do, guys.
Well, I've always thought, so most religious people, or at least like fundamentalist religious people, they believe in the idea of not only their religion being true, but that everything that contradicts that is a trick put there by Satan. So you go like, oh, dinosaur bones. They're like, no, Satan put those there to test our faith. I'm like, okay, so if you subscribe to the idea that there's tricks happening, how do you know the Bible isn't a trick? How do you know that your entire value system and belief system isn't a trick? What if the Bible is the ultimate sin and you got tricked?
That's too deep. It's 2 levels deep.
No, literally, like what if the ultimate test? What if when you die? Oh, she's peeing. Too much cherry. She had too many beets.
Her nurse was the neighbor who was angry at her
Yes.
over the
Yeah.
garbage can. So
Yes,
if
it
I
was.
saw that, I'd be like, oh, fuck, we can't trust this nurse anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
She's got a real grudge against these people over the garbage cans.
Okay, well, Pixel, regardless of whether or not dinosaurs being fake is the specific thing to apply, that was an example, right? There are things there to either test your faith or to trick you into doing sin, right? Like the concept of sin is like, oh, there's this thing that you really want to do and it feels good to do, but you have to not do it. And a lot of, Christians will say like, I don't know, gay sex or something is one of those things. But when you think about it, I don't know, you feel good about participating in religion. You feel good about going to church and like singing hymns with people and being a part of a community. What if that is a trick? What if that is the ultimate temptation, right?
But what if it isn't?
No, what if it is?
But what if it isn't? That's the dilemma. There's no right answer.
Exactly. And when you don't have like any sort of omniscient objective belief, then you're kind of just playing the odds, which aren't in your favor based on how many religions there are. So yeah, literally anything could be a trick. That was rude. I don't slam anything. I don't even care when my daughter
Just
teleports.
to talk about the garbage cans again.
Could you imagine?
Your garbage can
Are still there.
That would be a more realistic scenario, honestly. That would feel like a real crazy neighbor. That'd be so good. Damn. So many ways you could improve this.
How's the movie so far? I'll let you know when something happens.
Yeah, that's great.
It's been almost an hour.
Jeff. It's really just, it's so boring. Jesus. Who cares about anything?
That's an odd choice of chair for that location in that house.
You're not going to put your shoes on in that chair. You're going to do it in the one he's in now.
It's like the kind of chair you'd get in the waiting room of a hospital, not that you put in your house.
Maybe that's where he got it.
He stole
Scars.
it. He stole it, and he's being punished for it now.
He said to the hospital and to the doctors, "You owe me this."
This is mine now.
A slow burn works when you care about the characters and there's interesting things, and it's not just doing a paint by numbers remake thing, right? You can't do a slow burn when everything's predictable and every character is just a fucking prop. You can't do a slow burn that way. It doesn't. There she is. Bursting.
Oh, they have YouTube in this universe?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
You gotta subscribe to the Weird Things channel. They're doing the song.
Something bells. Tubular bells.
No.
I hope that like the last like 40 minutes of this movie is just all demon shit.
If they just did something that was fun, like stop the bullshit, show a bunch of random possession shit, like it just do one of those, maybe build up for like 20 or 30 minutes and then just like the rest of the movie, an entire hour of fun.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. But I don't know why this thinks that it can do slow burn the entire runtime.
It was a good reaction shot.
Yeah.
Believer.
Believe it. Oh shit, this got political. You're not allowed to say that word.
They just took a picture of Linda Blair from Google Images.
Some of them are super duper natural. Stop being boring. Like, dude, Halloween was a fucking slasher, right?
Correct.
Like, why would they think you could do this? Why would they think you could do this?
There really haven't even been jump scares yet.
It honestly should have been balls to the walls. Like, just
Do it!
Shit.
Yeah, just make it, turn it into something new if you want.
Even if they were expecting this to be a trilogy, they should have started off with a bang.
I don't think that it's possible to recapture the original Exorcist at this point. Like, you got to turn it into something different.
Yeah.
It's not the 1970s anymore. I don't think you can do it. Like, you can't capture that same magic. Yeah, turn it into an Evil Dead movie, sure. Evil Dead Rise was fun. Who cares? Fuck. Kill the dumb girls. They're so stupid.
That would be too easy of a solution.
Just can't kill the people we're trying to save. Bye. Credits.
It was hard, you know. We couldn't figure it out. Whatever.
It would have like subverted my expectations for sure if that's what they went with. Just take a shotgun to the girls. Be like,
Just kill him.
we're done.
Do something interesting. There's got to be a supercut of every time I've gotten frustrated at a movie and yelled for the child characters to be murdered. just fucking kill them. The last movie I watched on stream, I was saying that actually.
They just die of infection from their open wounds or something.
just kill them somehow. Eat them.
Oh, she disappears. She's gone. Dude, I could have directed this. You see that? I called that shit.
You knew it.
Yeah, you can't just do fucking The Strangers and be like, oh, there's so much suspense here.
Imagine fucking The Strangers.
Yeah, you're not really afraid of anything happening at this point in time. They haven't established something for you in particular to be afraid of.
The
So,
last
yeah,
two
it's not
movies
very
before
effective.
this, I was asking them to kill a child.
Now
Make
that's
2
scary.
and Birth.
Was it though?
The Bible?
Yeah,
Have you read that thing?
it's a scary
It's
book.
long.
Sometimes they're like
There's
big
one
and
verse where they
heavy
talk
and
about
old.
horse jizz. Is the devil British? Duh. I just want to watch the Nathan For You scene with the demon realtor, ghost realtor.
Ah.
It's so pathetic. It's just absolutely pathetic.
They're really relying on the whole Reagan.
There's the cross falling.
Yeah.
We got it.
You could get a real exorcist also.
Easy peasy.
Girl, look at her eyes. She's fucked. Oh my god.
Cunting. You know, you could have got a real exorcist.
The only thing stopping her from being a real exorcist is the patriarchy. So
Exactly. Nothing. Who cares? How do you say the word cunting? What does that mean? Is it a verb?
Do you know what she did? Your cunting daughter.
maybe it's an adjective.
Oh, I'm demonetized. Oops. Damn it. Now she'll get superpowers, though.
Here, we cut a colander into little circles.
Also, she doesn't need to wear clothes anymore because she's blind. Like, why even?
That's when he says "with my own eyes." It seems like a knock on the lady who just got
yeah.
her eyes stabbed out.
He's rude. I have eyes.
This movie is rude. It's wasting my time.
She had a very spiky head.
It was a durian.
The tone that this is going for is so funny.
Do you think there's going to be 2 separate exorcisms at the same time?
Oh yeah, it's a double exorcist.
These 2 are going to do an exorcism, and then the religious people are going to do an exorcism, and it's like, see who's better at it.
Believer.
It feels like it's being a superhero movie or something right now. It's a very weird tone. It's a belief in Christ. So I just want to know, in this universe, do Jewish people get possessed by the devil also? And do they have to resort to like, fine, I guess we'll get a Christian exorcist? They just reluctantly get one, or do they never like?
It always seems to be like a Roman Catholic sort of
Yes.
situation.
Because the crucifix, you use the crucifix in the movies.
Yeah.
And if you put it upside down, people go, oh.
Yeah. It's part of the trope.
Yeah.
Sorry, Roman Catholics. You get the demons.
Sorry. Well, if they're the only ones being possessed, maybe they should think about that. Maybe you have a problematic belief system. Convert to Islam.
Or maybe it's just a fun belief system with possessions.
High risk, high reward.
The possessions and cocaine.
Yeah, you get into heaven, but you could also get possessed maybe at some point if you're not careful.
It's the Dark Souls of religion.
Mm. Move it along. It's so boring. Stop talking. Go to another dumb scene. So boring. What a sleepy movie. Ugh. Sideways. I'm going diagonal.
This is the problem with genuinely liking horror movies, where it's like you see one coming out and you're like, oh man, there's potential, and then you get this.
Dr. Beehive. Beehive. Did people not get possessed before the invention of chalk? You couldn't do anything
Chalk
about
is
it because you didn't
pretty
have
old.
chalk.
They use salt.
What about before then?
before rocks.
Before sand.
At what point in our evolutionary process did we start getting possessed or go to heaven? Did Neanderthals go to heaven?
Yeah.
What about dogs? Dogs go to heaven. So
No, all dogs go to
presumably
heaven.
Neanderthals go to heaven too. Some subset.
What about single-celled organisms?
My brain just went right to we need a dog possession movie, and then I was
That,
just like,
that
that's
could
Cujo.
be a fun.
Cujo.
That would be much more fun. Damn.
It exists.
The
It's
Dogstercist?
really good.
All Dogs Go to Heaven prequel.
There's so many.
Dogstercist.
There's so many ideas that could just work, and if you just do it, it would be good. But Hollywood's scared.
All dogs would go to heaven if they weren't possessed.
That's a good table. I would take it outside too.
There's a point in time where Blumhouse funded a lot of original concepts. I guess they still kind of do, but they're really moving hard into IPs right now, which is just crazy.
Did Blumhouse do Escape Room?
Yeah, I think so, right?
I think so.
No, actually, maybe not. It was a PG-13 movie. I think it might have been like Sony or something. Actually,
Those are like some
Blumhouse was Truth or Dare. Yeah, Escape Room was Sony.
kind
That's
of
the thing.
nice hardwood floors, and they're just screwing directly into them. Like they look like original floors.
Look, they're going to use the bad chair.
He's on opiates.
They were gonna use those matching chairs that were much more aesthetically pleasing.
I still haven't seen the second Escape
Then
Room
they're
movie. I
like-
would love to do a watch along of that. Did you see Escape Room 2?
I didn't.
It's called Tournament of Champions.
Of course it is. There's only been one movie, though. Wouldn't the champion only be one person? Tournament champions. You won last time. Congratulations.
Here's another escape room, but you're the
But
only
then they go
one,
back-
and
they-
the person who does best gets to survive. So
The first movie ended with them going like, "We got to find out what happened here, and the government can't do it because they don't even believe in it that it happened."
Prequel? With or without you.
Okay, what if you made an Exorcist movie, and the main character had like Siamese twins, and only one of them got possessed, and the other one was like, "Stop being possessed, other half of my body." That would be more interesting. You just got to think of concepts, you know. So what would be an interesting conflict?
We gotta cut this child in two.
It sounds really dumb. Well, you could make you could make a fucking 10 short films in feature length and be like, this is Exorcist short films thing. That wouldn't be a bad idea. People love anthology horror movies. You can make some of them animated or something. You get like 10 different directors. There wouldn't be any boring shit because they'd only have like 10 minutes each.
that guy reminds me of David Krumholtz.
Who's that?
The he's an actor. He's in stuff.
Okay.
Cool. I believe you.
Oh, that. Him. You're right.
I just wish that I was in like a fly on the wall in like the boardroom for this movie where they were like putting all their ideas down. They were just like, how about an hour and a half of people just talking, saying Jesus every once in a while?
It insists upon itself, Lois. It really does, though. I can read the chat on all of them. Shut up. If YouTube's not showing up on the thing, then I don't know what's going on. Oh, yeah, it's showing up. I want this whole movie to happen, and at the end, the girls go, "We were just trolling.
We were just making pretend.
We were just doing this for fun."
What if the girls just win and then like possess the world?
Ooh.
This is driving me nuts. Who's this? Oh, it is endowed. That's why I was like, I know your name, but was she in Wish Upon?
These girls are stinky. Jeez. Take a bath. No. Their menstrual cycles are synced.
No, I was wondering if Ann Dowd was in Wish Upon. I know it's a Jodie King movie, but
You try not to touch the children.
Is it important? Because if it's important, then you shouldn't say try not to touch them. You should say don't touch them.
So Exorcist 2 is like a wild movie. Like it's incoherent and doesn't make any sense, but I still say you should watch it. 3 is like more grounded and like a I don't know. I like how almost like a buddy cop movie at times. Like it's it's like cops going on like solving a case. And then the prequels are literally just this, where it's just talking and nothing happens, and now there's this one.
What the hell were they thinking making this a trilogy? Also, what are you talking about? That was a good face.
I wonder how many reshoots they had.
They should diarrhea all over the floor.
Not just poop,
Why not?
diarrhea.
Why not? There's piss. The devil's really weak to words said out loud.
Oh no, they said words back. I've been defeated.
It's really bad lip syncing on these dubs, which is unfortunate. Like they have the different voice, but it's just terribly synced. Like we should believe that it's coming out of their mouths and not an overdub. Oh, they said believe.
They sure did. I feel like the main guy just has like he wasn't directed at all. Like they just kind of left him and he was just like, I'm just gonna stare blankly at what happens the entire movie.
Oh. It's a good thing the universal religious language is English.
Oh, they're so scary. Whoa, Shay pissed himself.
No. Uh-oh.
You think he's gonna believe?
Who?
Him.
This guy?
Yeah.
You think he's going to start believing?
Do you
Just to save his daughter? Maybe.
Yeah, what's in his mind right now? He's like, I don't believe in any of this. It's not really happening. These girls are just doing it for attention. Ezekiel. Zeke.
I know Ezekiel. Now I believe. No,
Whoa.
you can't tell me I don't believe.
This guy read the Bible.
I read the
Ezekiel
book.
23:20 is the best Bible verse. I know exactly what that is, Antifa Catboy. That's the horse cum Bible verse. Damn, Zeke was based. That's what they should say to get the demons out, is the Bible verse about horse jizz. I thought that her belly was going to inflate. I thought she was going to get pregnant. Oh, you can see it. Nobody breathed that in. Vapor. What? Sorry?
The demon's gonna erupt.
That was a powerful stance. She almost lit herself on fire also.
What is this smoke shit?
It's vapor because they're at critical temperature. Oh, the smoke from... Oh, that also.
Yeah.
It's
I
also
don't-
vapor.
Yeah, I don't like this. This I don't like.
This is awful. What? His reactions are always just...
I
You
feel
could
like-
interchange... You could splice this movie around so many different ways and just put one reaction in a different spot.
Yeah, I think there was just one day of reaction shots for him. I just
This is
need to
getting it
turn your
started.
head
It's
this
been
time.
started for a while. This might be an Exorcist. Let's get it started.
We really needed a break for them to talk on the patio.
Oh, don't
Yummy.
put it down there.
Why?
Oh, you fool.
You're-
Nothing will
You're
come
gonna
of this.
poison the drinking water.
Now the snake's gonna get possessed. My keys are possessed, idiot. I'm doing something else right now.
I'm protecting the rest of the world.
I'm protecting my car.
mostly my car.
No. Turn upside down. Even though it's relative.
Levitate it and then turn it upside down. Oh no, he's believing.
Yeah, what's funny is the possessed demon told him to believe. So why would you do what they wanted? Smack her. What are you talking about? uh Yeah, well, you're alive. Idiot. Yeah, you weren't even born yet, idiot. Were you going to take that personally? Oh, I came on a sock today.
Did you?
No. I'm not a sock comer.
Based.
I come in my mouth.
Nice. Dude, nice shot.
That's like the decision he made earlier. Well, if you're already going to give me shit over the decision I made earlier, then I guess you're going to fucking die, bitch. Who cares? Yeah. I mean, you're both demons talking anyway. Protector. Well, okay, so you immediately ignored that advice in the first part of the movie then. Just kill them both. Fucking kill them both. Russian roulette. Russian roulette. They're making very compelling arguments. Let's take a vote. Vote. Bite off your own tongue. Okay, they both die. Perfect. Cool. End the movie. End the movie. I couldn't imagine being trapped in a fucking theater.
Yes.
So jazzed that he came.
The hero of our story. This guy.
He's the most charismatic. I like how the music is telling us that he's going to do a good job at it.
I hope he dies immediately.
Yeah. This guy's a black belt priest, so...
The patriarchy has given him power.
True. This guy's got God and the patriarchy on his side. And the power of anime. 2 crosses? Yeah, 1 for each dumb
He
bitch.
also touched them.
Yeah,
He
but he
doesn't
wasn't
give a
there
shit
when they
about
said
the
not
rules.
to. And the other person doesn't know what they're talking about anyway. He knows. It's just a bunch of Christian LARPing.
Yeah, you true.
I can just go to a mega church and see the same shit.
A bunch of people who aren't actually Christians
I
pretending
can go to a
be
mega church
Christians.
for free and see this.
So how did you find God? Oh, well, I was hired to play a role on The Exorcist Believer. And after all that Bible speak.
Oh, you shouldn't have touched them, idiot. You shouldn't have touched them, dumb shit, idiot.
He wasn't supposed to touch them.
Hey, that's like from that other movie. with
That's the thing
demon.
that happened in the other one. Except a worse looking practical effect.
Okay, now that nothing has happened, I have to leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
It was fun. It was fun while it lasted. Quality fleck.
You don't have to lie.
All right. Goodbye.
I'll let you know
Sure.
how it ends. I know you're really concerned about it.
I am.
All right, good to see you again, man.
Who cares? No one cares. You're not black. You touched a homeless person once. Is she a Pokemon?
Wow, the dad is actually just
She a Pokemon? I can't hear the name Angela said in a movie anymore because there's like one quick shot in Crank 2 where they're like, actually no, it's Crank 1 where they're going through like the sweatshop factory making like sneakers or something, and one of the guys that's telling all the women to Like, hurry up. He just says, Angela Jihada. Angela Jihada. So I can't hear Angela anymore. I either think of that or Angela Anaconda.
Man, that dad's an asshole.
I choose you.
Who's
Vaporeon?
that Pokemon? It's Angela. Shay left at the moment where things happen. Sucks to be Shay.
He's missing the best part.
He's missing the only part.
It's crazy how much time this movie wastes
Yeah.
not doing it. Like, could you imagine making this movie? Imagine looking at the final cut of it. Editor, producer, you name it, director. Imagine looking at this and being like, yeah, people are going to be entertained by this. Like, are you entertained by it? Is this something you would watch again? Is this something where you would watch it once and be like, I'm going to tell people about this. I want to see it again. If not, trim it down.
Oh, yeah.
Do it again.
Yeah, pull a Dominion. Take this one back and make it again.
Every fucking possession movie is just the exact same now. Like, I've seen this shit in, like, trailers for other movies. Like, it's all just the same. Everything's been done a million times. It's just so boring. It's paint by numbers. It's so fucking annoying. Good. Kill them both. Thank you. Dead. Quathrin. Where's Quathrin? Ha
She was in the sewer all along.
You could have just not skipped school to do demon shit also. Idiot. This is your fault. Pierogimon. Whatever. It's a child. Their lives don't matter. They're not even real people yet.
For me, it's like, is it supposed to be?
baby.
It's not supposed to be Pazuzu anymore. I'm guessing.
I don't know.
Like, it's like the demon knew who Ellen was, but also like, what? I guess they're just all hive-minded. Every demon knows everyone now.
It was not Pazuzu. It was Pikachu. Pichu. So dramatic. Wow, I really care about this relationship.
I hope
I like. It's cool that none of them filmed this to let other people know that possessions are a real thing that can happen to them. It's cool that nobody made any sort of like documentation about this. Paramedics. Oh yeah, let's get the paramedics now. They're gonna show up and be like, "What did you do? You're
Well,
all going to jail."
we spat
like,
some
no, it
shit
was a
into the-
possession. It was the real. No, you're going to jail. Like, what did you do to these girls?
Oh, we saw some yellow smoke, and then we made some
Yeah.
regular smoke, and then the smoke
Yeah.
fought each other, and now the girls are dead.
Yeah, don't have paramedics on hand. Like fucking normal high risk events do.
God never changes. The smoke fight was like the thing to definitively pull everyone out of the movie. like any sense of immersion that you could have been having of like an actual exorcism going on than Smoke Fight.
Yeah, it's really like no person is really satisfied by this film. It doesn't matter what you want out of the movie, they avoided satisfying anybody. You did it again, David. You did it again. Oh no, a child died. Finally.
A movie was definitely made and released.
Was it?
Well, something was released. I was hoping it was going to say to be continued and then to start.
I was like, yeah, are we going to do 11 minutes of credits? Apparently the test screenings were extremely negative. What, did they do reshoots? Was there a worse version of this that they didn't release? Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts. No. Oh. This is awful. He's such a, like, there's nothing going on in that guy's head.
No.
Like, what the?
He stared blankly during an entire possession, and now that his daughter is not possessed anymore, it's just like...
He's fine. You could have killed her. I don't... He doesn't seem to mind either way. Like, there's nothing going on up there. He's not thinking about anything. Oh, there used to be another kid there.
Where could they possibly go with this in a trilogy format?
I don't understand how they think that they were doing a trilogy.
Like, they're going to do a stinger where, like, the girl is still possessed. And then, like...
They'll just have Burstyn back in the next one.
She got new eyes.
She should be listening to audiobooks. She's just going to sit there and do nothing all day. Is that someone from the first movie?
That's Linda Blair.
Okay. Reagan.
Is that someone from the first movie? Yeah.
What was that last shot?
What a...
Boo! Boo! Oh, Screen Story Danny McBride actually did help with. That's funny.
Holy shit,
Why
dude.
does Danny McBride do so many fucking weird things now? He's got his fingies and everything. Executive producer? Wow. That paid off, I'm sure.
Yeah, Ellen was definitely there just for marketing purposes, to be like Bryan Cranston in the Godzilla movie, or like John Cho in the Grudge remake, where it's like,
yeah.
ugh.
Am I saying boo or boo earns? I'm saying boo. Very pathetic. Very pathetic.
Well, there's no way that Five Nights at Freddy's can be worse. Is there?
I don't know. It's potentially not as boring, maybe, but we don't know actually.
I'll take it.
Are there no new decent horror films this October? There's a movie called, what was that one that came out today?
Oh, that's what I mentioned at the beginning of the chat.
Yeah, it's like is it Spanish or When Evil Lurks? Yeah, what? That's apparently good. Yeah, everybody seems to like that one. What is this? A 2 out of 10?
My opinion?
Yeah.
It's definitely around there. It's not a 3.
Higher than a 2 feels wrong.
Yeah. It's just people talking and like
it's confusing what they thought anyone would get out of anything that happened in this movie.
6 out of 100.
What did you think you were doing when you made this?
I feel more than anything, I feel like just incredibly disappointed. Like not even let down. My expectations weren't high, but just like apart from like this, like the stream being fun, like that was a waste of 2 hours.
Do you think we made the right call by not being trapped in a theater without being able to say anything?
Yeah, absolutely. Not being able to talk about random shit like Interstellar over certain parts.
It makes it more digestible.
Yeah.
To not be trapped in a theater trying to be quiet. To not be trapped in your own head. Mark Kermode's review is great. Oh, maybe you should watch that actually. Yeah, I heard he went all out actually. I heard it's one of his funny ones.
Like it definitely gets a 1 because like it exists as like a film. Like it's definitely a collection of scenes that are put together.
It's definitely
loosely.
a collection of scenes.
Yeah. There's a couple blank stares. There's a couple stairs with nothing on them.
Is there a post credits or can I stop this? Does anybody know? Is there anything post credits or can I just stop this and go into something else?
Like, would they have known before releasing it to theaters that it's no longer going to be a trilogy, or would that decision have been made prior to release? Because, like, they'd have to do a stinger if they're planning, or they're still doing a second one. It's just a different director. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I mean, they paid like what, 400 million?
Yeah.
So they have to. They're kind of obligated to try again. Let's see if they nail it next time. Let's see if they figure it out.
There's no post-credit scenes.
Okay.
Well, I can definitely say that I saw that movie.
Yeah.
Next movie is called The Exorcist Deceiver.
The Exorcist, let's get it started.
And then the third one is going to be The Exorcist Receiver.
Ooh. Okay, so let's see. We will react to Mark Kermode's thing here real quick. Let's see. Everybody in chat, we will do a before FNAF. We're gonna watch Kermode's thing. So everybody sync along to this link that I'm posting in chat at the 0 mark, and then I will do another 3, 2, 1 countdown, and then we'll set up FNAF. The link to the YouTube videos in chat. Every once in a while, Mark Kermode does a really funny review. So I hear that this is one of them. Let's see. Uh, Mark Kermode reviews The Exorcist Believer. All right. We're going to do a 3, 2, 1 countdown, everybody. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
True.
Boo.
True.
True.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah, for sure.
Hmm. 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 That's funny.
Accurate.
Mhm. All right, we will set up FNAF and get Torakin in the call.
Nice.
Um,
I'm running to the washroom.
cool. Have fun.
Oh, I will.